gurunam charanarvinde sandarshita swatma sukhavobode janasya ye jangale kayamane samsara hala hala moa shantye vichinna sankalpa vikalpa mule nishesha nirmulita karma jale nirantarabhyasa nitanta badra sadrumbate yogini yoga nidra. Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Hi. Today we will explore what I call the wrist therapy. The wrist is a really little joint, but of course we know really well that in yoga we use a lot in a lot of asanas, and more when we start to explore the arm balancing. A strong and flexible wrist is really important to support the weight of the body. Of course, when we use the back bending too. Well, the wrist is really important joint in our asana practice, but we don't have a lot of posture where really we can go deeper into the alignment and try to open in flexibility and give strength to that little joint. So well, today we will do the wrist therapy. We go into the mat. We start to in Marjarasana. The idea is to spread the finger really well, remember like a ray of sun. Remember that how to keep the distance through your hands is about how is landing your hands from that position, and just you keep the channel inside without close, that usually a lot of people tend to do. So from here we go in cat position, Marjarasana. Dorsiflex is the action of your ankles. And now we externally rotate the thumbs, the left fingers, and we try to put the left wrist in alignment with the right, because we don't want to put the hands in the same position, but we want just put the horizontal alignment through the right wrist and the left wrist. From here, we roll back the scapula, chin in, and we feel the sensation that all the 10 toes is touching the floor. Inhale together, and in slow motion, exhale, we gently start going back. We go really slow, maybe we take another inhalation and gentle, we pull the energy up, and exhalation, gentle, we going back. And maybe for someone a stop here is about how is the flexibility that you have into your joint, of course the morphology of the bones that you have into the wrist. Of course, if someone can go a little further, you can go here. The idea is try to avoid to elevate the wrist when you do that, but try to keep the wrist on the mat. So don't worry about to go too much back and elevate the wrist, stay where you feel comfortable. And now gentle from here, we return forward. Of course, we release the left wrist. And now we externally rotate, of course, the right. Remember, keep the horizontal alignment between the right and the left wrist. We roll back the shoulder, don't collapse into the scapula. Remember, roll back the shoulder. Dorsiflex the action of the ankle, toes into the floor. Inhale together, and in slow motion, exhale softly. We go. Of course, when we are here, we try to keep for some breath the posture. And now gently inhale, we return forward before, and gently we return into the normal position of the right hands. At that point, if you want, we do again the same. We return with the left wrist in alignment with the right. And again, maybe for someone, gently inhale together and exhale. Just we keep the position like that. If someone want to go a little more forward and into the sensation to open the wrist, you can from here inhale together, and gently we do that variation of Adho Mukha Svanasana. The important that you keep the breath soft and peace. Don't worry about how you can extend your leg, maybe bend the knees, but worry about to keep the dance of your breath in peace. And now, gentle, from here, inhale, we return forward, exhale, we're landing the knees into the floor, and we return with the left hand in the same position. Inhale together to release the tension into the left wrist, with gentle going back into Balasana. It's time to reconnect the breath. Feel the presence of the body. And now, gentle, lift the chest, softly internally rotate your forearms. Of course, now we externally rotate the action of the right finger, wrist to wrist. And again, for someone, inhale together and softly exhale. Gently, we're going back. Check your face. You don't need to have tension into your face. Remember, keep your lips softly together. Gap through your teeth. Don't close your shoulder. Try to keep your scapula back. And for someone, go a little more further. Gentle from here, inhale together. And exhale, elevate before the sacrum, and after look, if you can, gentle, attract your heels towards the mat. Inhale, we return forward. Exhale, knees into the floor. We return with the right hands into the mat. Inhale, point, flex the toes. Exhale, gentle, to release the tension from the wrist. We softly going back. Inhale, we lift the head up. We go in Ardha Ustrasana, and gentle, we interlace the finger, and to release the tension, gentle, we start to do that circular movement into your wrist. Anjali Mudra, change the interlace of the finger. If you put the right, after put the left. And of course, now you do the opposite circle. Try to keep the elbow close to the rib cage and release the shoulders. Return in Anjali Mudra, elevate your sitting bones up, and we sit in again into Virasana. And from here, inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, and we go forward with your arms. Rotate your shoulder back. And now, gentle, the idea is keep the thumbs under what we call the center of the wrist. And we take the finger, and from here, inhale together, and exhale, we extend the wrist forward and the finger toward you. Don't collapse forward with the shoulder. Remember to roll back the shoulder and keep your scapula down, returning to the breath. And now, gentle, from here, return with the hands in prayer position. That is Pazza, my cat. And now, gentle, from here again, the left arm is in the middle of your wrist. Take the finger inside. And gentle, now extend your arms completely. Remember, don't go forward with the shoulder. Reconnect your humerus inside into the acromion process and feel the scapula gentle going down. The neck is not closed. The neck is long and gentle with smiling and breathing. We return in Anjali Mudra, inhale. You feel definitely just here the nice sensation that you can feel through your left and right palms. And now, Parvatasana, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the elbow. Remember, that is your shoulder apart stance of your hands. We go forward into Balasana. Inhale, Marjurasana here. And now, exhale, gentle. From here, we internally rotate your fingers and toward the right finger towards the left. And don't go back with the shoulder. Try to keep the right wrist in alignment with your armpit. So, well, your face is almost out from the line of your finger. And from here, we start to open and close the finger. Imagine that you are a sponge and you call inside the water, and after you take off the water from your hands. We do for 10 minutes. For 10 times, sorry, 10 minutes is too much. And 10. At that point, gentle, we put the mound of the wrist in top of the mound of the thumbs, like that. We press the finger down, we going forward, inhale together, and just that is a nice stretching, or if you try to extend your right arms. And maybe for someone, gentle, you can go back. We return into the breath. Try to, again, don't close your neck, release the shoulders, don't over push. Again, don't go always to your limit. Try to take off tension. You need to enjoy your practice more when we work therapeutically like that. And now gentle from here, we return forward. And now gentle exhale, we release. And from here, we do this movement to release the tension from your right wrist. That is really nice. You feel the energy of the prana moving into your right wrist. It's a really nice sensation that you have into your wrist. And of course, now we return again in Marjorasana. Okay, we internally rotate your left fingertips. And now gentle like before, again, don't start back. That is the tendency that usually start to see, and after you charge too much the shoulder and the neck. But try to isolate a little bit here. You work more into the isolation of the movement of your wrist. And now gentle, we start to open and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. At that point, we take the mound of your wrist and we press into the mound of your thumbs. Before we going forward, try to extend your arms, roll back the shoulder, feel the toes in contact with the back of the mat, and exhale, looking forward. So don't look in your knees, keep the chest open. It's better looking your finger than your hips. And now gentle breathing, and if you have tension to the shoulder, start to softly feel the muscular action into the back of your body. Keep the scapula toward your sacrum. Inhale, we return, right hands out, we sit in into Virasana, and again, same movement like before. We release the tension from your left wrist. Really good for repeat after working your arm balancing. And of course, now we return again, and maybe we have another variation that we go a little more deeper. Because the idea is gentle again, return with the right hands internally, the finger looking toward to the left hands. We go directly now with the thumbs in top of the right thumbs. Inhale together and gentle exhale. For someone, you can return and repeat that and stay here and breathing. And maybe for someone, if you want, you can inhale together, exhale. Inhale, we return, exhale. And like before, gentle again, we release. And of course, everyone, you can stay the number of the breath that you feel comfortable. For someone, 1 breath is enough. For someone can stay 10 breaths. Someday, maybe you can stay 5 breaths. Someday, 15 breaths. It's about how you feel. Every day is different. So don't put one number inside of your breath that you need to do in every single posture, but just try to feel honestly with you. And today you can do more, someday you can do less, okay? And now gentle we do with the left. So we internally rotate the direction of the left finger toward to the right. We go directly with the wrist in top of the right and to the left thumb, and roll back the shoulders. And again, gentle. For someone, we start again just to do this movement. And for someone, it's enough like that. Just release your lips and gap through your teeth and the tongue and just breathing. And someone maybe from here, inhale together, exhale, gentle. You go in that variation of Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, we return forward. Exhale, knees into the floor. If you want, you can close your knee and sitting in top of your Achilles tendon. And again, gentle, feel that nice movement of your left wrist. Good, wonderful. And now again, we return in Marjorasana. But this time we open the knees in that position. Gentle, we going back. And we turn outside your finger and we put the finger looking toward to your hips. Okay? we start to be close, and gentle we're going back. And we feel that sensation here. Try to elevate your chest again. Try to remember, don't close your heart. Try always to open your heart and keep your neck long. And more than looking towards your hips, remember to, it's better looking for, imagine that your heart is always a flashlight in front of the top of the mat. And now gentle from here, we return forward, we change, we internally rotate toward, externally rotate toward to the body, and after we put your right finger toward to your feet. Return into your breath, check your face, cheek relax, listening to your breath. Your breath must be soft and calm. Don't do big sound into your ujjayi, pranayama. And now gentle from here, we return, and we go here. And now we try to do maybe with both hands, okay? Maybe for some you can keep almost the pinky finger together. Maybe for some you can keep a little more wider. It's about how is the opening into the line of your shoulder, and of course into your wrist. And maybe for someone gentle you can going back like that. Again, don't collapse, elevate your chest, feel your scapula gentle going down, return into the breath. Remember, inhale, 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 gentle pause, stand up, and exhale, 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 gentle pause, stand up again. Maybe for some, return forward. Maybe for some, you can at that point close your knees and gentle, close your knees more, keep your knees, hips open apart, roll back the shoulder, and gentle. Again, you to go in that variation of Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, we return forward. Exhale. Gentle, if you want, you can open your knees and gentle going back. At that point, you try to elevate your wrist, but try to keep more finger than you can towards the mat. If you can, put your elbow into the floor, smiling. And now gentle from here, release, hands in prayer position. Try to go directly with your hands in Anjali Mudra and feel how the energy through the left and right palm is no more in dualistic expression. You feel like that you have just one hand in that moment. That is the amazing real sensation of the prana into your hands. And remember that the hands is the most sensitive part of the body. So when we work in that wrist therapy, it's like that we give more pranic energy toward your hands. Okay? Good, wonderful. From here, we close again, we go into Virasana. In gentle, we reach the arms up. And from here, gentle, we return forward. We roll back the shoulders. And this time, we put the right palms in top to the line of your hinges in lateral way. And from here, inhale together, exhale, gentle, we try to direct your left finger toward to your left knee. Roll back the shoulders, return to breathing. Again, keep the shoulder far away from you. Softly tuck your tailbone in to avoid to collapse into your verticality. Try to keep your verticality. If you want, you can do that in standing position. You know, don't worry about it if at one point you are tired to stay into your knees. And now gentle, the right palms is take the line of your pinky, and this time we direct the finger up toward the sky. Drop your shoulder down. And of course, directly from here, you have the left palms in top of the right line of your hinges, and you do the same movement towards the right. You breathe in, release your lips, the tongue is relaxed. Feel the nice sound of your breath into your ears, create space. And now, of course, we go with the left palms under the line of your pinky right finger, and we direct the toes up towards the sky. The finger, the toes. And now gentle from here, interlace your finger, and gentle bend your elbow, and of course the classic stretch your finger out. Roll back the shoulder, gently going up. And now gentle return in Anjali Mudra. One more time, we interlace your finger before in one direction. We return to do that nice circular movement into your wrist. Hands in prayer position again. We change the interlace of the finger and we change, of course, the circle. So before you do toward to the left side, now start toward to the right side, okay? Try to interchange the circular movement, and like you change the interrelation through your fingers. And gentle from here, release your hands into the knees. Inhale, reach your arms up, Parvatasana. Exhale, long prostration forward into Balasana. And now, gentle, again, we call the TP10, not the Native American TP. So the idea is try to avoid to collapse too much, but try to feel that the center of your palms is looking up. And put the shoulder in alignment with your wrist. Inhale together and exhale gently going back. Roll back the shoulders. And maybe for someone, gentle, you return forward and feel, if you feel that you are in comfort, or avoid, or if you feel comfortable, gentle from here we do Adho Mukha Svanasana with the fingertips in TP10. Knees into the floor, pointy flex, and again return with your hands in prayer position. Enjoy the pranic relation through your left and right hands. And now the last exercise, gentle from here, we take like a spoon, the right hands like a spoon is take the other face of the spoon, like you're spooning your hands. And gentle from here, the right palm is going to the top of the left dorsal side of your left hand, and we press forward. And now at that point, we try to feel that the right shoulder is gently going back. Okay? So feel that sensation, feel that your right shoulder is gently going back. Breath, release, softly tuck your tailbone in, don't miss the verticality along your spine. And now gentle from here, of course, now is the left spoon that is take the other side of the right spoon. And from here, before we stretch forward, we feel the horizontal alignment to your left and right shoulder. And now at that point, feel the left shoulder that gentle going back and your right wrist gentle forward. Try to take off tension from your face. The expression of your face is the expression of your practice. Just the face is tell to you a lot. If your intention, release the range of motion all the time, returning to your breath. And now gentle from here, release. And again, Anjali. Well, I hope that you enjoy what I call wrist therapy. And I think that more if you start to explore every time more your Urdhva Dhanurasana, the back bending, when you start to enjoy a little more your arm balancing or your handstanding, is really important. I think prepare before the joint to go to explore that kind of posture. Well, sometime when you have repeat 5-10 minutes maybe before then your practice, or maybe incorporate inside definitely, for example, that short sequence of wrist therapy before then when you go maybe toward to repeat your arm balancing or something like that. So well, I hope you enjoy, and definitely we will explore more wrist therapy into the future in standing position, but today it was in sitting position. Namaste, thanks a lot.